I want to welcome you to this video because here I'm going to show you how you can make at least $10,000 a month realistically over the next 60 days by becoming what we call a digital entrepreneur or a digital closer by just doing one simple thing for a few hours a week. And just to show you proof of this, right here you can see a screenshot inside of my PayPal account of a payment of $25,000 from just one single client. To the right of that, you can see right there that we did $5,000 in just a single day and have done over a total of $1 million in this payment processor in Stripe alone. And right here you can see more screenshots and more proof that I also share on my Instagram account of how we make sales every single day of anywhere from $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 all the way to $30,000 in a single day. And this is 100% done by leveraging Instagram and the phone, and that is all. Right here you can see even another one that we did over $10,000 in just 24 hours by doing the exact same thing that I'm about to teach you right here on this video. Now, I'm not sharing this to brag, but just to show you what's possible. The coolest thing though is that it's not just me. We also have hundreds of clients that we've also helped leverage their Instagram account and their phone to make a lot of sales. Right here, for example, you can see Dave that just 3 years ago, he was a bartender and was laid off because of the pandemic. And in the first 30 days did $19,000 in profit. Shortly after that, he was at $2,000 a day. And less than 1 year later, he was at $100,000 a month. He's traveling all over the place and is a multimillionaire. All because he learned how to leverage this one simple thing I'm about to teach you on this video and learn to sell on Instagram. Right here, for example, we also see Jess that she closed with just one deal for $9,000. And right here, you can also see Rafael that did $42,000 in just the first 30 days. And the craziest thing with him is that when he started working with us, he only had 1,000 followers. And then the first 60 days, he did over $130,000. And today he has over 200,000 followers on his Instagram account. And like this, we literally have hundreds and hundreds of success stories and case studies, people that we have helped become digital entrepreneurs and make anywhere from 100,000 all the way to millions of dollars a year just from their phone and the Instagram app that you also have. Now in this training today, I'm going to show you how you can do the exact same thing without having that many followers, without having to start a business from zero, without taking any risks, without having to create a ton of content, and with starting without any experience as well. And when the reason why this works so well is because you're leveraging an already existing industry that produces over $300 billion a year, and you're taking a small piece of that pie. Now you might be wondering, what the heck is this thing that allows you to make more money than a neurosurgeon? And in just a couple of weeks, you're able to get trained, certified, and start making that kind of money. And again, like I said before, it's called digital closer or a digital entrepreneur. And this allows you to make your own hours, work from anywhere in the world, just from your phone or the laptop, and just by having an internet connection. So if that's all you needed to hear and you want to be that top 1%, right now this month, we're looking for 15 more people that want to generate at least $100,000 over the next couple months by becoming a digital entrepreneur or a digital closer. So if that's you, click the button down below on this video, fill out a simple form, and then from there, we'll be able to chat one-on-one to see if our Digital Sales Academy program might be a good fit for you. Now in this program, we will show you how to make $100,000 or more per year, because in just a few weeks from today, you'll be certified as a digital closer, and we'll give you the vehicle where you will make a bare minimum of $100,000 over the next few months. Honestly, if not millions, like I've been able to do myself and some of our students as well. And this right here will be and is the easiest path to become a digital entrepreneur and have financial freedom, time freedom, and location freedom. Now, inside of Digital Sales Academy, we're going to give you the copy and paste $1 million sales script that will allow you to get trained and follow the step-by-step blueprint to close your first high-ticket sale, and for you to make at the very minimum $300 to $500 profit per sale that you make. And on average, each sale takes about 45 minutes. We're also going to give you the right vehicle so that you can leverage it to make at the very minimum $100,000 over the next few months. And aside from giving you the vehicle or placing you in a business, we'll also show you how you find your own opportunities so you can even make more offers and sell more and ultimately make more money. And on top of that, we'll give you the one-on-one mentorship to ensure that you're successful as a digital closer and a digital entrepreneur. Now, caveat, this program is not for people who don't have any money to invest, who want everything in exchange for nothing, who makes excuses and don't take responsibility for their life, who pay no attention, who procrastinate and never apply anything that they learn, who are always thinking about it and then never take any action whatsoever, and who are not ambitious and are not committed to making more money and at very minimum of $100,000 over the next year. Digital Sales Academy is for people who want the easiest and simplest path to make money online, who are in a sale, maybe who are in a sales related position and want to make more money, or maybe who people want just a simple, better vehicle to make money online. Maybe your current job or occupation is not making you the money that you want. And it's also for people who have the cash or credit and income source that allows them to invest in themselves. So again, I invite you to click the button below, because right now, if you're seeing this video, we're looking for 15 more people that we can help train and certify over the next couple of weeks and give them also the vehicle that will allow them to make $100,000 over the next couple of months. So if that's you and you're a good fit, we'll invite you to be part of the Digital Sales Academy, where again, by the end of it, you will have the guaranteed vehicle to make at least 6 figures. Now you might be asking yourself, how is this even possible? How is it that you can make $100,000 all the way to millions of dollars without taking massive risks or starting a business from zero and without having any followers whatsoever? You also need to understand the context of this, because I stumbled upon this by mistake. So the context of my story will allow you to understand how I found this gold mine in the first place, because nowadays nobody is talking about this. And honestly, without the context of my story, you will not be able to understand how you can actually even make the $100,000 in the first place without having to start a traditional business and do it all online. So this video is not going to be a 2-hour long video where I try to sell you something at the end. In fact, I'm not selling absolutely anything. Even if you wanted to buy something, you can't. And I'll explain why that is too here in a second. And if you stay until the end of this video, I'm going to give you the opportunity again to join Digital Sales Academy, where in just 6 weeks, you'll be able to have the vehicle to make a bare minimum of $100,000 over the next couple months. Now, for those that don't know me, my name is Josue Pena and I'm from the Dominican Republic, and my goal and dream was actually to become a professional soccer player. And the reason why I stumbled upon this by mistake was because I was trying to build my social media to get a pro contract, because nobody's going to go to the Dominican Republic to find a soccer player. So my thought was, I'm going to grow my social media so they can get hopefully a contract. Now, life hit me in the face when I graduated as an electromechanical engineer in 2014. I wasn't able to pursue my dream. And on top of that, I ended up working 8 to 10 hours a day under the Caribbean sun, only making $350 a month. It is safe to say that I was not fulfilled with life, honestly sucked, and I was desperate to make a change. I'm sure like you and a bunch of other people, I decided to look online what was there. How can I make money online so I can get out of this situation? And you probably have seen e-commerce and Amazon FBA and how to write your own book or become an author, or apps like technology and software and affiliate marketing, or start your own agency or social media management, and all these other opportunities and vehicles. And while all these things could work, it is actually not the easiest path to success where you can actually keep $100,000 net at the end of the year. Because on all these business models, you need a lot of experience, a lot of skills, and ultimately the money you end up making in sales, you don't get to keep. But there's a lot of expenses, there's marketing, there's software, there's operations, there's team, there's tech, there's a bunch of stuff. And I want to explain why becoming a digital entrepreneur or a digital closer is better than anything else. Because the vehicle is the most important thing. For example, I can be a sucky driver that I just got my license to drive yesterday, and you can be the most amazing F1 driver, and you can be the most amazing Formula 1 driver. But if I am driving the latest Lamborghini that has 1,000 horsepower and you're driving a 1980 Toyota, you're never going to be able to beat me, simply because the vehicle that you have is a lot slower. So the vehicle is actually more important. So the vehicle here is the most important thing. And it is the reason why I have been able to go, and all students have been able to go from zero to $100,000 to $1 million a year. Now, when it started, obviously it wasn't like this. And the worst thing is that my family didn't believe in me at the time, because I was doing all this work. I was creating all this content online. I was spending all this time trying to figure this online thing out, but I wasn't getting any results. And all they told me was, go back and get an engineering job since you have an engineering degree. But I was stubborn. I did not listen. And as a last attempt to figure things out, I decided to take a loan for $2,000 and decided to invest in myself and in a program that taught me how to use Instagram for marketing and sales. Funny enough, 6 months down the road, the Instagram algorithm changed and the program became obsolete. But it did give me, and it did open my mind to what was possible. And I started reading a lot of books around sales, psychology, and everything else. And I started developing my own unique method to make more sales on Instagram. And also that program gave me the right group that I can surround myself with, people who motivated me and allow me to be better every single day. And that was 2016. And shortly after that, in September 13th, 2016, I actually got my first paying client. His name was Tim Gu, and I closed him for $3,500. And from that point moving forward, my life changed completely forever, because I was finally able to leverage Instagram, even though I didn't have a big following at all, to close a high paying client for a high ticket. And I had no idea how to do sales or had sales script or sales process at all, but I was able to do it. And fast forward since then, I've been able to work with Alex Becker and Lady Boss and Grant Cardone and Kevin David and Dan Locke. I've had the honor to even work with Ronaldinho on an app that he was launching at the time, because of the soccer following I was able to build. And like I showed before, we literally have hundreds and hundreds of success stories today because I decided to take that first step. And by 2018, just 2 years later, I was able to make my first million, been featured on Forbes, entrepreneur.com, Amazon, and a bunch of other places. But this is when I lost everything. And I'm going to show you what the most successful guru that you follow online does not tell you or show you. Because I ended up working as a cashier in a gas station, waking up at 5:30 a.m. every day, working all the way to 2 to 3 p.m., and then try to build my business back up again after that. It was an extremely tough time because this happened less than 1 year later after making my first million. Now you might be asking, how did this happen in the first place? And the reason why it happened was because I focused on the woman on the red dress. Let me explain. In the movie The Matrix, when Morpheus was trying to teach Neo all the tips and tricks, Neo saw the woman in the red dress and lost focus. And then when he turned back around, there was Mr. Smith right there with a gun in his head. And that is exactly what happened to me. I was winning, I was moving forward, but then I decided to lose focus on what actually mattered, which is sales. And I started trying to become all these serial entrepreneur, start all these other businesses, this e-com one and this agency one and the software and tech and all these different things. And I lost focus of what actually mattered. And that literally got me bankrupt, made me lose absolutely everything that I built. And I ended up working as a cashier in a gas station. But the one thing that kept me going every single day was me just reminding myself that my story was not finished and that this was going to be a rocky moment, because the bigger the adversity, the bigger the reward. And in July 2020, I left the gas station job. Just 30 days later, I focused myself 100% on sales, made $89,000 in just the first 30 days. And less than 1 year later, I was again a millionaire. In fact, you can see right here, just from January to that July, in 6-7 months, I was able to make over $1 million. And since then, I've been able to travel to Aspen and Hawaii, been able to be with family, and I have been able to live a life that I can only dream of, simply because I decided to focus again on what actually mattered, using my phone and the Instagram app to make more sales. Now, my life changed again completely when I met Anthony Powell. For those that don't know who Anthony is, he's been in the industry for over 25 years, and he has sold over $2 billion with a B throughout that time, and he's a master at sales. He has been personally mentored by Jim Rohn, who also was a mentor for Tony Robbins himself. And Anthony told me one major truth. He told me, Josue, you've made money, but now to get to the next level, you need to give to others the opportunity that you never had yourself. Only then you will make more than you could ever imagine. And that's where you not only make more income, but you'll have a bigger impact and do something that goes beyond you. And since I listened to him, we have been able to produce for ourselves and our clients over $51 million with our strategies and techniques on Instagram, and have impacted hundreds and hundreds of lives because of it. Now, this is the reason why I put this video training right here. And it is because I need your help. I need more people to train as digital entrepreneurs and digital closers who want to make money together and us work together to move forward. So this is how you can generate at least $100,000 over the next few months without starting your own business from zero, because you need a ton of stuff to launch your own business from zero, without having to create a product from zero, without having to create a ton of content, without having a ton of followers, without having to worry about ads, marketing, funnels, website integrations, coding, and without having to commute to a physical office at all, because the only thing you need is your phone or computer and a Wi-Fi and an internet connection. And again, like I said, the ROI in this is a lot higher because it actually is net profit. It is not like you're trying to sell this little thing for $10 and it costs you $5 and then it leaves you a profit of $1. No, you're selling a product or a service for $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, and it leaves you a net of $300, $500, $1,000, $2,000 per sale. And each sale takes about 45 minutes, which means the net at the end of the day is a lot higher for you. In other words, this vehicle simply gets you to your destination a lot faster than anything else, because you're leveraging an already existing infrastructure for your benefit, because you're leveraging an already existing infrastructure in an industry that is growing and is worth today over $300 billion. Now, when all this happened to me, I absolutely could not believe it, because I have been programmed since childhood to think that I needed a degree in order to be successful. And today I have an electromechanical engineer degree, 2 master's degree, and an associate's degree. And I can tell you with confidence, none of them matter. Now, let me tell you the 3 pillars that you need in order to make $100,000 online by becoming a digital entrepreneur or a digital closer. Pillar number 1 is what is a digital closer, how to find the offers, and how you can leverage businesses for you to make money. Number 2 is don't sell, but prescribe. You need to act like a doctor, learning about symptoms and recommending a prescription, because you are a leader that helps and serves people. And number 3 is simply model a mentor, digital closer, or a digital entrepreneur. It is simply a person that leverages an already successful business and interacts with people who are interested in buying their products and services. Meaning you're not just cold calling or cold knocking or whatever, just random people in the street. No, these are people who are coming to you interested in the product and service that you have to offer. On average, a digital closer can make anywhere from $300 $300 to $500 a sale as a minimum. And again, each sale takes about 45 minutes to make. And this is super simple because the marketing attracts people to you and does the heavy lifting and already qualifies people before you even talking to them. So you might be wondering, where do I find these business owners? How can I leverage them? And how do I get started? Well, you can see right here, you can simply go on Instagram and let's just look for one of our clients, for example, Nick. He's a motivational speaker, personal development, and he has over 600,000 followers right here. And as you can imagine, he does not have the time to talk to 600,000 people. But you can see right here in the bio, he has a book a call. And if you click on it, it takes you to his calendar that books an appointment with one of his closers, not with him. And the closer simply explains the product and service that Nick offers, and then closes the deal with the people who are already interested in buying the product and service in the first place. In this case, I believe Nick's product is anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000, which means the closer will make a minimum of $300 to $500 per sale. And again, each sale takes about 45 minutes to an hour. In this case, for example, is actually 30 minutes. So actually less. And like Nick, there's hundreds and hundreds of influencers who need digital closers to close more deals because they simply don't have the time to talk to every single person that wants to buy their products and services. And that is where you come in. Now, I want to be very clear here because you want to avoid the business owners and the vehicles per se that want you to be their Superman. They want you to fix their customer service and do marketing and do delivery and operations and tech and all these different things. And you want to avoid them at all costs. Your sole focus should be closing and selling. That is all. You should not be doing all these other things. Now, when you pick the right vehicle and you do this right, you simply wake up and your calendar is filled with sales calls with people and prospects who want to buy the product and service that you have to offer in the first place. Like for example, right here. This is just a couple of days of my personal calendar. And you see right there's plenty of calls every single day. And it is the reason why we're able to make anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 to $20,000 a day. Now, in case you're wondering, Josue, can I do this without having to talk to people over Zoom or phone? Can I just do this by texting? And yes, you can. This is the craziest and coolest part because you're leveraging an already existing business owner that has all the followers and everything. And you can simply text with people either IG DMs or via text or WhatsApp and close deals. And inside of our Digital Sales Academy, we actually provide you the copy and paste sales scripts that allow you to do this. For example, right here, you can see that this student right here closed a $7,500 in a single sale just by following our script that we tell people exactly what to say and what to do to close more, just simply by texting. Now onto pillar number 2, and that is do not sell but prescribe. You need to act like a doctor doing a prescription according to their symptoms. A lot of people have a negative connotation in terms of sales and they think it's super pushy and super hardcore, but sales equals help. You're simply helping and serving somebody, and on the call, you're only prescribing and seeing if the symptoms that the prospect has, your product and service could potentially solve it. It is definitely not like the whole Wolf of Wall Street where you're super pushy and scammy, and it's like super hardcore, and you're trying to shove the product down people's throats. It is 100% not like that. In fact, I think this is somewhat unethical. It is actually a lot more like you selling a movie ticket. For example, when you go to buy a movie ticket to the movies, you go ask the person who sells the movie ticket, has the movie started? How long is the movie? What are the main actors? Where do you buy popcorn? Where is the bathroom? Etc. And then at the end, you simply buy the movie ticket. That person right there is acting like a closer to sell you the movie ticket, but you don't feel like you're being sold to because you were already interested in buying the movie in the first place. So that person, all they're doing is simply answering a couple questions that you might have about the movie or the theater, and that's it. Now, the reason why this is so much simpler than having to start a business from zero is because business has so many moving pieces. Typically, a business looks like this. They will run a Facebook ad or an Instagram ad or a Google ad, send it to their website, and then from there, people book a call to talk to somebody. And then from there, when a new client comes or a new sale happens, then they have to deliver the product and service that actually purchased. Now, the problem with this is, like I said before, there's so many moving pieces. You have the ad, you have the marketing, you have the tech, the operations, the CRM, the custom coding, the taxes, the customer service, the customer delivery, the retention. Then you have to hire people and all these different things. And typically on the back end of a business, it looks somewhat like this. Extremely complex, a lot of moving pieces. And while yes, a business owner makes money when he does it right, there's way too many moving pieces, especially at the beginning. So if you want to just simplify things and just simply make money online without having all these headaches, just focus on where the money is, and that is on the sales call. That is where money exchanges hands. And it is the reason why business owners are willing to pay you handsomely to do this, because it is the one place that they actually need somebody to actually push the deal over the edge and close it. And before you say, I cannot sell online because I'm an introvert, honestly, anybody can sell online, and I'm a living proof. English is not my first language. I'm an introvert because I'm an only child, believe it or not. And this video right here that I'm making is actually out of my comfort zone, but I'm doing it anyways just to show you that it's actually possible. And this is the reason why Mark Cuban says sales is the most important aspect in any company. because if you're able to sell, you will never be hungry ever in your life. And sales is the only thing that will allow you to go forward very, very quickly and get out of whatever situation you're in. So just remember, no situation is permanent. I was able to go from an engineering degree where I was like literally broke to making millions of dollars online just from my phone and having the liberty to do it anywhere in the world. Now, if you feel like this, like you're in a rat race, you're spinning your wheels, maybe you're a business owner trying to increase your sales, or maybe you're working a 9-to-5 that you don't really enjoy, or maybe you just want to have some time freedom, or maybe the recession is happening and like you're losing your head. I understand, but know that no situation is permanent as long as you follow the right path and you're perseverant. It is the reason why I just kept going, even though I was in extreme adversity at the time, because the only reason why I kept going after failing thousands of times was because my biggest fear wasn't actually failure. My biggest fear was living a mediocre life like everybody else. You know, the typical friend that always gets drunk every single weekend just to complain about their job on Monday and then do this for years, and then at the end just remember and realize that they wasted their life on stupid stuff. I believe it was not God's plan for us to be mediocre. He created us to conquer the world and be excellent. And I kept going because I know that God blesses everybody who perseveres and trusts in Him. And I know that if I fail, I will get up and keep going. Yes, I lost a lot of money, but I gained a lot of experience. And basically, just like in Mario, I leveled up. And because I did, I was able to recoup all the money that I lost and more. And the reason why I did this is because I was and I am extremely ambitious. I wanted to travel the world and live in the penthouse and drive the luxury car, make a ton of money, achieve financial freedom and go anywhere I wanted, whenever I wanted, with whoever I wanted. I wanted also to help my family and make a positive impact. And when I realized that becoming a digital entrepreneur was real and the easiest way was just simply closing sales, this was possible for me. Now on to pillar number 3, and that is model a mentor, just like I did with Anthony Powell. And why a mentor, you might say? And it's simply because he's going to give you the right vehicle to make a minimum of $100,000 over the next couple of months. You don't have to worry about what to say, how to say, or what steps to follow, because he already figured all that out for you. And he hands you everything on a silver platter so you can just simply copy and paste and start making money without having to figure it out on your own, without making all the costly mistakes, and without wasting any time. And this is the reason why Tony Robbins, a multi-billionaire, says, if you want to be successful, find somebody who has achieved the results that you want and simply copy what they do, and you will achieve similar results. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, these 3 pillars, how do I do these 3 things that you just mentioned? And here's where I need your help, because by helping me, you can make $100,000 over the next couple months. Before I explain it, I want to make sure it's very, very clear. 99% of people will not make it. It is not because they can't, it is simply because they do not believe in themselves. That is why they don't do anything to change their life. And if they do, they just simply quit 1 week later or 1 month later, and then just call everything a scam. Simply because they're not persevering, they don't work hard, and they just complain. But if you're the 1%, this is what the 1% do. They take it seriously, they don't quit, they work extremely hard, they do not accept a no for an answer, they're coachable and follow instructions, they honor their commitments, they're responsible for their own actions, they're a person of their word, their yes means yes, their no means no, they're ambitious, and they know that they're made to do great things. So if that's you and you're that 1%, this month right now, we're looking for 15 more people who we can train to be digital closers and digital entrepreneurs and that want to make at the very minimum $100,000 over the next couple of months. So I invite you to click the button below, fill out the form, and apply to jump on a call with our team where we will interview to see if Digital Sales Academy might be a good fit for you. Sadly, right here, this is a pre-recorded video. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know your current situation right now. So we will just jump on a one-on-one call to discuss that and see if becoming a digital closer and being certified by us might be a good fit for you and us. If you are a good fit, my team will just onboard you and invite you to join Digital Sales Academy. And if you're not, no worries. We'll just simply let you know that you're not, and maybe we give you some advice so we can circle back in the future. And let me tell you, this program will literally show you how you can make $100,000 over the next year as a bare minimum. I've shown you and shown you proof that you can take this all the way to the millions. There is an investment to join Digital Sales Academy, but be aware of this. We do not accept everybody just because of the money. What I'm mainly looking for is character, meaning if you have the money and don't have character, we're not going to accept you. And the reason why that is because we need people who are committed to change their life, that we can build a long-term business relationship, and that we can end up making a lot of money together. Now, inside of Digital Sales Academy, this is what we're going to cover. We will give you the copy and paste $1 million sales scripts that we have built and train you step by step on how to close high ticket sales so you can make at the very minimum $300 to $500 per sale every single day. We're also going to give you and provide you the right vehicle so you can make at the very minimum $100,000 over the next year. And aside from giving you the vehicle and placing you in the business, we'll also give you the training so you can find more opportunities and more offers to sell so you can make more money. And finally, we'll give you the one-on-one mentorship to ensure that you are a successful digital closer and digital entrepreneur. Digital Sales Academy, it is not for people who don't have any money to invest, who want everything in exchange for nothing, who make excuses and don't take responsibility for their life in this situation, who pay no attention, procrastinate, and never apply what they learn, who are always in thinking about it mode and never take action, who are not ambitious and are not committed to make at least 6 figures this year. Now, the Academy is for people who want the easiest and simplest way to make money online, who might be in sales related positions but want to make more money. Maybe you're in door-to-door or something like that, but you want a better vehicle and a better path to make more money. Or maybe just for people who want to leave their current 9-to-5 because it's not giving them the fulfillment and the money they want. Or maybe you're an entrepreneur, or a serious person and you know that it requires hard work to be that 1%. And for people who have the cash and credit and income source to be able to invest in themselves. So if that's you, again, I invite you to click the button below, fill out a short form. From there, we'll jump on a call to see if Digital Sales Academy might be a good fit for you. Because right now we need your help and we're looking for 15 more people that we can help train and that want to make at least $100,000 over the next year. So do it right now because click the button right now because over the last couple of weeks, we have received over 200 applications, but only 5 people have been accepted into Digital Sales Academy. And again, the reason for that is because we're looking for character, coachable, and trainable people who take action. So do it right now because in the worst case scenario, we simply jump on a call and we realize that it might not be a good fit. But on the best case scenario, 6 weeks from today, you'll be certified as a digital closer and digital entrepreneur, and you'll have the vehicle to make $100,000 as a bare minimum over the next year. And remember, never let anybody who's never made it tell you it is not possible. My friends and family, when I started, did not believe in me and told me it was not possible. But today they look back and they realize that it was actually possible. So that's it. My name is Josue Pena and my team is super excited to speak with you to see if you might be a good fit for a Digital Sales Academy and see if we can actually work together and build a long-term business relationship where you will be closing deals and making money and we're going to be making money together. And that's it. Hope to see you inside of Digital Sales Academy and start making money together.